Okay, I'm going to do a little video for those that are not aware or familiar with this little stove. I bought it from WoodGas. It's called the CampStove XL, and it's a little wood gasifier, and it looks like a paint can, but it's a stainless steel paint can. And it's got stainless steel inner lining, and it's got the holes where the wood gas is going to come back around and burn off. And basically what you're doing is getting a real efficient burning, long burning fire for camp purposes, or for any type of cooking that you really want. It also has two selections here, a low, as you can see there, and a high. And those plugs are for the little battery pack module that comes with it. And inside the paint can, or the wood gas stove, inside there is a fan. And depending on whether you plug it into the high or low, the fan will then burn or operate in a low fan mode or high fan mode to fan the fire. And what else do I have? I got some twigs to add to the fire once I get it started. I have some a fire starting component here. It's fuel compressed trioxane that I picked up, and we're going to use that. And I'm going to be cheating. I have a butane lighter, and I got some wood pellets that I'm going to lay down in the bottom, and once that starts getting going, we'll come back and film some more. I've never used this stuff before, but this fuel, trioxane, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. If not, let me know. And I'm pretty sure you can probably break off a piece, and that's what I'm going to do. So it's interesting. It's kind of like a purplish color to it, and we'll see what goes on. So I threw a little chunk in there and lit it, and started out really fast. And I'm just throwing in a couple of twigs that are in there, and with the wood pellet stove in the bottom, and we should have a fire pretty soon. A nicer fire than this. It's burning pretty good right now. And I don't know if you can see it, but every now and then you get jets of like flames coming out of those holes back into the center of the stove. And I think it's yep, there you see it now. Once it starts going like that, that's where you're basically burning off some of the wood gas. And we'll throw some more wood in there and see twigs, see how this thing starts cooking. The cool thing about this stove is that I basically started this fire at this point with a handful of twigs, and I'm feeding it maybe pinky sized twigs now, or sticks that I broke off, and this thing is very, very effective. I'm very, very pleased with it. Working as promised. This is a couple of seconds after the last video that I just did, and what I did was I turned on the fan into the high mode, and this thing is like a furnace, man. This thing is really, really cooking. And as you can see in there, there's not that much wood that's in there. Now I did lay a little, maybe a half an inch layer of wood chips in there, and this thing is cooking on its own. You can see the gases. It's like a little fire tornado in there. Now I just try to do a little experiment here to see how quickly this thing will boil water. Got a little about a quart pan sitting on top of there with maybe 3/4 filled of cold water, so we'll see. I started the timer, and once this thing starts boiling, we'll check to see how long it took. Oh, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, it's 5 minutes. Actually, we started boiling about 3.5, 4 minutes, but we have a roaring, boiling pot of water here. You can see that fire is blazing, and that's set at low. Let's see what happens when you turn it on high. That's on high now. And there's not that much fuel in there.
That's the cook's term.
Okay, I was corrected. It's not a roaring boil, it's a rolling boil. Thank you, Lisa. This is pretty much the kindling and wood that I've been adding to this fire. It's been going on now for about 15 minutes since it started boiling. And the reason why you don't see it boiling anymore is because all the oxygen has been boiled off of this water, and so it's just sitting there. But the fire is still going strong. I did have to move it to high, the fan to high, because it was going out and needed a little bit more oxygen. So I did that, and that was pretty cool. And you can see it's still burning. So I'm pretty happy with this. It's kind of a antiquated jet boil, but you basically use the fuel that you have in your surroundings, and as long as you got batteries. Now these are rechargeable batteries, and if you get a little solar panel, you can keep these things charged in a camping environment. So it's not the end of the world if you have this camp stove. It comes in a little cover, and doesn't weigh much. I'll annotate the amount of hours that these batteries will run this thing for later. Yeah, the good thing about this stove is that it doesn't really take the place of a campfire, because you'll want that for warmth and for aesthetic purposes and real feel-good type of scenario. But as far as cooking is concerned, you just light this thing up and make your meal, and you're done in about 15 minutes as far as boiling water is concerned. So that's pretty effective. And then once you're done, you just unplug it. The fire will die out, empty it out, and pack it up and take it away. Now I did have to change it to high, and lo and behold, right after I told you that the water was oxygen was depleted out of it, after turning it on high, it started boiling again. So I guess you're just going to have to play with the mode, the fan mode, to get things going. All in all, it's pretty cool. It's about 9 inches tall, the XL version, and it's about, I would say, maybe 6 or 7 inches wide, and it does take a little space, but you can store a lot of stuff in there and put it in your pack, or just throw in a bag. So we're done with the fire. There's a couple of hot ambers in there still, but I'm just going to dump it on the asphalt here and see exactly what this whole thing looks like on the inside. And I don't know about you, but that's pretty clean in there. And it doesn't look very much worse for the wear. So all in all, I think this little stove is a winner.